It's al-Orq time!
Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, everybody. My name is al-Orq, and of course, as always, I shall be your host today. So, we had quite a bit of a shakeup yet again with our rulers, because we're now on to ruler number 5, with Vahid II, I suppose, here is as the Orc Horde. Thankfully, we still have not lost any of our territory. We've only been gaining, but as we've seen, there were quite a few frustrating developments, and I was kind of left wondering, what to do next. And after, taking a break from this for a couple days, I feel fresh, I feel ready to continue, and I'm also going to offer you all a little bit of advice if you play this game for the first time or if you play it regularly, and that would be to not play this game for more than maybe an hour at a time. Because I find that if I do that, and this goes for any Paradox game, even though I kind of suck at Stellaris and EU4 and I'm okay at Hearts of Iron 4, I found that the same thing applies across the board. If you play for more than an hour at a time, you start rushing, you start making mistakes, and you get frustrated and stop having fun. So that'd be my advice to you guys, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to take a little bit of a break from it. And now I feel ready and rearing to go. So what are we going to do? I think, first of all, we take care of this guy right here, because in the last episode we actually gained quite a powerful ally here with the Seljuk Turks. They have spawned into the world, and rather than allowing them to declare war against us with their, frankly, quite powerful army, instead we took an alliance with them after giving up part of our territory. So I guess I lied. I did give up this part here, but I think in exchange it was a worthy trade-off. And just because we're allies right now does not mean that that's going to stay that way. Frankly, I don't want these guys to expand too much, and they're going to be an enemy before too long, I suppose. He's considered loyal, but look at this guy's stats. I mean, he is absolutely insane. That 38 martial is incredible and inhuman, if I'm being honest here. But to that end, maybe before we die as Vahid here, we're only 33, we will potentially, maybe try a little murda, and so we'll have that be an option in our back pocket here. But I think first things first, we need to conquer this little exclave within our territory. We don't need anybody within our borders doing their own thing. We just need to get them out of here. And considering that we have quite a powerful ally, I say, we might as well make the most of that and use them as much as we possibly can. So really, I'm only going to have these 1,500 troops come here. I probably should have had these guys. Ooh, hello. Actually, he's more well supplied. Looks like they brought on some mercenaries into their army. So let's go ahead and raise everybody else up, and perhaps we should call our ally just so we can guarantee that victory there. It's only 150 prestige. We're going to gain more as we go along, so I'm not worried about it. And there we go. Oh, looks like he's already sending a bit of a retinue our way. That's nice of him. Alright, so we have a complement of 2,000, and yeah, that's definitely going to be a loss for us if we're not careful, because they're defending here in the mountains. Not ideal terrain to be fighting in, and were they defending a... No, they're not defending a river crossing, even though I do see a river right there. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need their help. So let's get these guys kicked out of our territory, and we'll just go ahead and hit them with that stack. Alright, so I'm hoping that they come and join us. So let's get that twice schemed perk, and also that reminds me, we do have a scheme going here to murder Valid Jalil here, who is sitting in this territory right here. I forget the reason why I started murdering him, but we're going to murder him regardless. And there we go. Never underestimate the power of a mob. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be distracted with the war that he's currently undertaking until he's ready to help us. So unfortunately, that does mean that we'll probably have to wait a little bit. So let's see. Let's bring up the speed a bit. This guy apparently left our prison, our nephew. Oh, look at that. We have a nephew. How are we related? Ah, because of Layla. And it looks like she did convert to the Hindu faith, and apparently, got a bit of a venereal disease, unfortunately for her. Okay, so I guess we could also call in one of our other allies here, just to have that much more to help us out. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, yeah, our income is now being affected because of the tax situation of our holding limits. So, like I've been doing before, let's go ahead and give this to our knight. He'll become our new vassal. Any other territory to give away? Looks like the only stuff is over here. And so, we're not really making too much money from our Rusafa here. So I suppose we'll give it away to just a random guy, a Mashriki noble. This guy's gonna die soon, so it's just gonna come back to us before too much longer. Alright, purchase truce. What is this? Who is this? He apparently wants to purchase a truce for 150 gold. Well, I wasn't planning on conquering his territory anyway. So for 15 years, why not? Yeah, I'll take it. That's it's free money right there, basically. Okay, but yeah, we gotta keep waiting here because they are sieging those mountain territories down. Oh, why am I on speed 2? Goodness. I was like, why is this taking forever? Obviously, this means that for now, we're going to probably be taking a hit to the ticking war score once enough time passes. But, oh, there we go. Looks like they're finally going to help us out. All right. Follow me, my friends. Follow. Me. All right. So if we went and attacked... Well, let's bring them here to this province. Let everybody else catch up. So... as long as we have the right guy coming to us... Our mother just died, Asal, of old age. Look at that, at the age of 60. Yep. Alright, well, there she goes. Both of our parents are now dead. All that's left is our siblings and our aunts and uncles and stuff. Okay, so... hang on. I don't want to just go right in there. Who is their commander? Wow, we have actually an excellent commander, but apparently the other guy is much, much better. If I brought this guy in, would that change anything? No, that makes things far worse. That, you know, not surprising, I suppose. Yeah, so we have the more commander traits there. So, I don't want to let this get locked in, so I'm just curious. Let me bring this down to speed 3, just to be careful. Alright, there we go, there we go. So, with them joining us, this should be okay. But I also could just wait for our other allies to arrive as well, just to make sure that we kind of guarantee that. So what is this? The Bustards... is that Bustards or Bastards? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's supposed to be Bustards. I've never seen that word before. My vassal Mukhtar has been twittering news of beasts spotted in my realm. Hey, don't you know it's apparently called X these days? I am hearing much talk from Kuwar. It is said there are excellent prospects for hunting thereabouts, with many over the Bustard seen roaming the... scrublands. Okay, so apparently it's a type of animal. I'll look it up and put like a graphic on screen here. So we've got a bird sighting. Nice. So we might go on a hunt there. But yeah, I think we wait just for a little bit until these guys arrive. So let's bring the speed up. Oh, okay. They're just going to... they're just going to ignore me, I guess. Okay, well, let's just go in then, I suppose. If he's going to sit around and not do anything to help. Yeah. So this guy... ah, that would explain... well, no, that doesn't explain anything. We're the same faith. So, oh well. But we got a better commander in here, and yeah, he's got all these different things going for him. Thank you for the help, my friend. And apparently one of our knights, Yaya here, got the Aspiring Blade Master trait. Very nice. And our wife, Munawar, is pregnant again. Lovely. Very nice. Okay. So that was pretty much a stack wipe. They only have 192 guys left. And it looks like this guy died and was slain by this dude, my acclaimed... oh, nice. I think this is the guy that I just recently hired or put into the accolade position. All right, excellent. So this war is all but over. They're going into fight again. Very nice. The young mediator. So this is a trait for our son. He's got calm. So let's see. For a stewardship character... calm, shy, and humble. None of those really boost his stewardship specifically. Instead, he could get brave or he could get zealous. Having a zealous character would be kind of interesting, but it doesn't really suit our purposes for this character here. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep the calm traits. I think there's a lot of potential interesting things that can happen with this. Apparently, he's just terrible at diplomacy, and that's because of his shy trait there. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh, Crusader Kings. Hey, roll credits. Here's the name of the friggin' game. Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse, and their routes are fraught with danger. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness, Pope Callistus has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Christian aggression. So, yeah, Christian faiths now have access to crusades. Allah protect us. So let's take a look really well here. Let me finish this war first before I do that, because I'm going to get distracted and forget what I'm doing and make zero progress. Alright, there we go. We've got a prisoner here. I suppose we could just go ahead and release them immediately for some gold. But it doesn't look like anybody would actually be worth anything. So, that's fine. Captured heir. We captured one of his heirs. Let me see. Apparently he's got a bunch of different heirs and not anything direct. Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about it then. Cool. There we go. That is now ours. That is not ours, and our territory is finally more contiguous, minus this little exclave over here. Cool. So that is one thing done and dusted. Fantastic. So, to that end, let's go ahead and just, dismiss this. We don't need to look at that anymore. Our realm will lose land if this guy dies. Oh, our Sasanian sword has low durability. Ooh, 150 gold to repair that. That sucks, but we'll have to do that at some point. Okay, so let's take a look at the Crusades here. So I have largely ignored, the Catholic, the papacy here. But as you can see, papacy makes a lot of money, and that, makes sense, given the historical context there. And this guy, wow, an erudite oracle. Intrigue +3. That's kind of cool, actually. He's a scholar, an eager reveler. That seems to be at odds with his station in life, I think. But alright, cool. Good for him, I suppose. And yeah, so the Christian world. Let's have a look at the faith map here. So Catholicism, as you can see, has completely taken over Europe and most of England and Scotland and Wales there, which makes sense. That's kind of how it was here. Islam covers just about all the same territory that you'd expect here. And then, yeah, so nothing really is crazy. There's not a whole lot that's really different from what you'd typically expect. Although, what is this? Apparently, this Scandinavia is becoming rather Jewish. That's interesting. Yeah, they have a Jewish Norse leader here in Queen Irsa Björnsdotter of Sweden. Wow. Okay, I've never seen that before, but I suppose, yeah, good for them. Cool. And then I saw that there was another, so Khuzarite, Khazaria, that makes sense. So, cool. We'll see what happens with the Crusades. The Holy Lands will be declared for at some point. I was actually starting to wonder when that event was going to spawn, and it's usually around this time, so there it is. Alright, and now, I think our next goal here, the Holy War, we have to do a Holy War because we're not illustrious, so not a whole lot we can do about that. But if we take over this territory, there's 3 counties for us to grab, and in doing so, we will have exactly enough to form our kingdom title. We already have the gold. This would gain us prestige and legitimacy, and other people would finally consider us their rightful liege because we're the king, or the equivalent title of Persia there. So, same thing. Let's go ahead and call these guys in. Now, we could potentially have other Zaidi rulers join us, but we have allies, and there's really not a whole lot they can do to stand against us with our friends. So, we're immediately going to call in these guys here while they still have their armies raised. And is their war still going? No, they took that territory and they've expanded just a little bit. So I'm going to keep a close eye on what they do there, but we need their help, and I didn't want them to put down their armies before we were ready. All right, here we go. Gonna bring the speed down. Let's keep it at 4. 4 is fine. Okay. And so, we shall take these guys for ourselves. Looks like this guy joined us here, Ahmad. He's only got about 1,000 troops, so not too much to worry about there. And we've had another daughter. So at this point, that brings us to 3 daughters and 2 sons. Nice little balance there. And let's see, Asfane? Let's do Asfane. I don't think we've had a character named that before. Cool. Alright, that's that. Done and dusted. And here we go, our military's raised up. They are foolishly going to attack us, and this other guy who's rather weak has joined as well. Alright, so we're just gonna march straight for his capital. Ooh, hello. Alright, maybe we should wait. Alright, looks like he did bring down his military anyway, and so I had to re-raise them. That's fine. It's not. It doesn't take them too long to get to us. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to go for our county here. And Dina has come of age. So, diligent, generous, and paranoid, with only the level 2 learning trait there. So, not particularly great, but still, her stats aren't actually too bad. Alrighty, so, let's see. Like I said, we're going here. Let's let them do that. Okay, and now I think we're ready to start moving. Let's go. We're probably going to win just on our own, but hey, having the extra help is always nice. And we had... Oh, wow. Well, that was unexpected. So they're not going for the Holy Lands. They're instead going for Iberia. Weird. Okay, and apparently this... Oh, look at that. Huh. We don't have Portugal, guy. We have Zenzir. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce that? Yeah, it's not Portugal. Cool. Alright, so let's see. What is this? What is the war goal here? Oh, it's the launches in 13 months. I don't know how much I'll actually be able to help with that, although they are of our faith. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we're going to go on crusade today, guys, while the Byzantines are still yet falling apart. Isn't that just the way? Okay, let's go ahead and then take these guys out. Very nice. They are doomed, especially since we have defender advantage there and we counter them. Cool. That was a stack wipe. Excellent. We probably didn't even need these guys, but might as well just have them anyway. Might as well use them. Okay, oops, I forgot. We need to actually take their territory there. So let's grab that Schemer perk, and that brings us her intrigue up to 31, which is incredible. And here we go. Ooh, hang on. Okay, yeah, I thought we were losing income from our Schemer, or from our holding limit, but it is not the case. Alright, so now, he is scheming against me. I'm not sure what Zusru thinks he's doing, but we're going to go ahead and throw him in jail, because he acted against us, and I think we have the capacity to make some money off of him. Alright, so that was 75% of the war score there. Suppose we need to go ahead and take some more territory for this to really count. We only took one little bit here, so in order for the full county to count, we need to take, I suppose, this castle right here. We'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, we lost our chancellor there. We're going to replace him with somebody that's actually going to serve us. And yeah, I might as well put Shapur in here just because he's got a really great diplomacy. And frankly, you don't need to have your diplomat, your chancellor, like you for them to do their job. So, unfortunately, yeah, this guy acted against us. If we ransomed him, we would only get 50 gold. If we executed him, spent some piety and gained some dread, and we definitely could use the dread for sure. I'll think about it. I'll let him sit and stew in his own filth for a little while. That's what his fate is going to be. All right, that's another battle that I didn't need to participate in. They're just going around destroying everyone. And there we go. War is over. Fantastic. So let's disband our troops. And now we're going to have to deal with a little bit more territory here before too much longer. So I think what I might do is, well, I don't really want to give up the income from that county right there. How is our control doing? In our own crown land territory, it's okay. Our capital is obviously generating the most amount of income there, whereas everything else is just kind of for now, and that'll grow as things go. But we gained 100 legitimacy, and it looks like potentially, yeah, by forming our kingdom title, we will in fact get up to that next level there, which I think will only benefit us if we get to the level 3. Reduce Casus Belli costs, reduce claimant factions. Okay, so just all around it makes things a little bit better for us. And yeah, it reduces that short reign duration. Short reign duration, I think, is one of the worst things for us, especially since we've had so many different shakeups there. But yeah, there we go. We are done. It looks like, yeah, there we go. We now have more taxed vassals. And now all there is to do is just wait like a month, and there we go. We have now created the Persian court. As Amir Amiran, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Shapur of Hamadan is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there is also some envy in his eyes. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Orq, or al-Orq. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I have taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. So immediately we're going to go ahead and host court. We're going to hold court. But before we do that, I want to put down some of our artifacts that we now have. So we'll put down our house banner first. I actually really like the way that looks. That's fantastic. And I suppose we'll put this one here because this will get us some extra prestige and renown. We need as much of that as we can possibly get. And then up here, we have two other things that we can put up. So we got Orkshaw's Bane. This is the boar that killed our father. And so to honor his memory, we're going to put this up, and that gets us yet further prestige and renown. Court artifacts are one of the most powerful things that you can use in order to boost your house's fame and glory throughout the lands. So there we go. Now we're getting 3.1 renown a month. That's pretty awesome. Part of that is obviously because we have 3 dukes by marriage there, and we are now a king, or at least a king tier. Let me go ahead. Let's change the color of our Orc Horde map color here. And I hope this is somewhat close to what we were before. Let's make that a little bit darker. How about that? There we go. It's probably not exactly the same as it was before, but hey, we'll just keep it as is. Alright, so now we are a king. We have got a kingdom title of our own and all these different things going on. So, the Shahdom of Orc. I like that. Alright, so Orc Horde Grand Emirate. Fantastic, guys. So now we've gained a little bit more legitimacy. We're going to gain a little bit more extra income from our vassals. And what is this? Ooh, this guy wants to marry our daughter, Dina. Okay. Yeah, they're both 16. Or rather, this guy's just... Ah, I see. He wants to form an alliance between our two families. If we did that, would he be willing to become my vassal? He is of a different faith, which does give us a huge hit there. Apparently we have low legitimacy? What? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. But, part of me wants to decline this because I want to take that territory for myself. Yeah, that's his heir there. He's got another son. He's got 3 sons, actually. Yeah. 4, as it turns out. Do I accept this, or do I take over his lands myself? That we're getting kind of close to. We would need the next level of fame and a little bit more prestige, but I think we do that instead, guys. We take it for ourselves. The Orc Horde does not share. Ever. Alright, so instead, what could we do? We can kind of go after these smaller counties here. So... it's 293 prestige from that one. Yeah, I think we do that instead. We're going to decline this offer. We've already got some allies. Oh, and we can usurp this Shahdom here. We need money for it, but where is this guy? Ah, that's right. So we can take his title away from him because we actually own all of his territory there. So that, he probably won't be able to hold on to that for a while, and frankly, he's pretty weak because he only has 1 county. So we'll just let him do that thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and hold court, guys. This is a feature. This whole entire feature actually was added with the Royal Court DLC. And so now we have a throne room styled after the Persian fashionings. Alright, so in order to be a successful ruler, I must actually rule on the various dilemmas and situations which arise within my sphere of influence. By officially inviting all of my subjects to travel to my castle and petition me for aid, I will be able to stay informed, sway the balance of power, and visibly show the world that I am in charge. So we need to start thinking about our court grandeur, and it looks like we're already at the base level that is expected of us, but that is in decline. So let me see here. Let's get, I think, the level 2 of everything. That would bring our base up to level 4. And I think I'm willing to pay that, maybe. Although we have no money right now, so I'll leave it for now. Let's go ahead and do the court stuff. Here we go. So the way that this works, essentially, is we're going to get 3 events that just kind of randomly spawn. There's a few different ones that can appear, and after a while, you tend to see repeats over and over again. But for these here, like we've done before, any unique events we're going to read out. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. Gesture in line for the first to approach. Or gesture the first in line to approach. We have Kevok here. Okay? I am faced with Erdogan Kure Zuxruid's sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as his mother, Valia Kevok, gently ushers him towards my throne. Amira Amiran, she laments, the boy has been at Xusru's court with no one to watch over him since the disappearance of his dear papa. Please, look to his future. What can be done with such a child? So I could say, no fear, I shall raise the boy myself, he become my ward. Do I have any wards right now? I have my son, and so there's a spot open there. Okay. I could say my hands are full, but I will find him a home, and Dina would take him on as a ward. It looks like this is not something that we would do, because we are callous. However, we're going to try to make a good first impression here. And I figure, if we're going to form a strong and stable land for us going forward, we need to invest in future generations. So in this case, I think it's okay for us to go against our normal nature here, and we'll take him on ourselves. I might as well see what happens with that. It's not like we're really going to be doing much here with, well, I guess we did have another son. Does he have a guardian already? He does have a guardian, so it's fine. All right. Servant of Allah. It seems my vassal, Vali Salman, has been nursing a temper while awaiting an audience. My lord, I cannot abide your tolerance of heretics like Vali Yahya in the realm, even amidst the nobility. Allah made his demands on us plain. Persia should be a land of the faithful. Out with these Zaidi dogs. And so I could make him convert if he agrees. So every Zaidi county in Persia, there's 5 of them, would be harder to convert. Yeah, that would decrease popular opinion by 15 years. But if he agrees, then everybody in his family would convert, although they might continue practicing in secret. Or I myself couldn't convert. Not going to do that. I judge a man by their quality, not by their beliefs. And I could say all faiths are welcome in my grand emirate. So we would lose opinion with these guys here. They're all of our faith. Yeah, they're disappointed, but it's really not that much. Otherwise, I could just lose opinion with him, and Yahya would gain closer to forming a friendship with him, although he absolutely hates us. So, what would I say here? Let's take a look at our traits one more time. Diligent, callous, and lustful. So, yeah, there's really nothing here that suggests we would go one way or the other. I suppose I could boost my court grandeur here. There we go. And then the last one, the Day of Truth. My lord, my steward Vali Kurush takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. You could send surveyors to question your subjects about every property, its name, owner, extension, and value, and how many people and animals live there. Now, this would be great if we actually had money. And so, yeah, that's unfortunately we can't afford that. This is a cool sequence of events, and for getting 5% extra taxes for 30 years, I mean, maybe we'd be able to kind of deal with that. And also, the control would change by 20. Otherwise, we would just get 5 gold, and every direct vassal does not like us for 15, or by 15 for 10 years. I'm really not a fan of the idea of going into debt, especially after just forming a kingdom. But I wonder if it's going to be offset and pay for itself before too long. There might be other ways for us to do that. So, well, we'll see. This might be a foolish decision on my part, but let's see what happens, guys. Getting the extra control, I think, is really going to be helpful there. And wow, 8.8 gold per month as a result of doing that. So, yeah, I suppose that is ultimately worth it in the end. But okay. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain, talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon, the ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. my business here is done. We gained a little bit of extra court grandeur and legitimacy there. So you can hold court every 5 years, and like I said, it spawns 3 random events every single time. So it's something that you can definitely do, but it's not always required. Okay, so yeah, we can't do the hunt there. We don't have the money, of course. Do we have any prisoners that we could... We do actually have our guy here. So I suppose just to make us get out of debt a little bit faster, yeah, we'll go ahead and take him out of the prison. We'll take his money there. He does make quite a bit there. Okay, excellent. So our court grandeur is now level 5. Where does that put us as far as our rank goes? Let's see. I think that's here. Yes, we are actually ranked 8th in the world. So we're actually a more prestigious court than the Byzantines, which is really funny. I mean, it doesn't surprise me considering the state that they're in, but yeah. Okay, and then these guys here are above us. Wow, this court. Wait, sorry, I did not click on the right person. Maharani. Oh goodness, Maharani Damasena of the Lambakana Kingdom. Okay. Where are you? Oh, look at that. Whoa, holy crap. She's really carved out a nice chunk of territory there, having the entire, like, southwestern Indian coast, and then the southern tip here, where the Tamil Kings are, and Sri Lanka. Very nice, actually. Okay, cool. Good for her, I suppose. How much money is she making? Yeah, that's a pretty decent chunk. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna have to kind of chill now, guys, since we don't have any money. And thankfully, we don't have any serious people trying to get out of our, or to rise up against us. So, you know what? This guy, say it with me, guys. Fuck this guy. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him dead. Alright. It looks like his spy master absolutely hates his guts, so he's going to join us. Okay, yeah. We'll take on anyone who's willing to join. And also actually has something of value to offer us. So this person, his Shaika, is willing to join us if I leverage some of our advantages here. So might as well. Let's just get her on there. 95% secrecy. Not that I'm necessarily worried about being discovered, but whatever. And there we go. So we got that 50 gold here. Caught in the act. The solar is just barely illuminated, and Parviz and I are pressed close, our lips all but meeting. Whoa, hang on a second. Do we have someone that we're seducing? Okay. The night air is cool, but he feels molten to the touch, and his breath comes in short, ragged gasps. At just about the worst possible moment, my Chancellor Valish Shapur strides into the room, already at full bluster. Great, Amira Amiran, we must discuss my... Oh, I didn't see you had company. And I could say, we were just leaving for somewhere more private, and so we would lay with Parviz, we'd lose some stress because we're lustful, otherwise the mood is ruined. Otherwise I could say, Shapur, get the door, I take them both for a tumble. Okay, a +4 intrigue and attraction, and +15 attraction penalty for 5 years, that's really funny. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to pick this because we are lustful there. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is hilarious. We take them both for a tumble. Alright, whatever. We became lovers with both of them. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, it is what it is, guys. We now have 2 lovers as well as our wife. Let's go ahead and make up for that and seduce our wife as well, shall we? Because eventually I think it will be discovered. But, yeah, we're gonna lose legitimacy and faith if we do that. So I think we just allow I allow that to happen. And you know what? Because we're callous, we're gonna break up with them. Break up with them both immediately. We don't care about how they feel. There we go. Sorry about that. It is what it is, guys. Okay, so we had one little night to tumble with them, and we just immediately did that. We have a faction now targeting us. Not surprising. What is this? Sartorial Sting. Busied amidst another day at court, I overhear my wife, Munawar's distinctive irate tone. Darasena seems to have got her goat. Stepping closer, I see my guest smugly jeering. These so-called factions are an embarrassment. They would all be fit only for servants and children at any respectable Gujarati court. My wife flushes red and cries, I have had quite enough of you. I don't care if you're the Amira Amiran's guest, much to Daharena's surprise. Pulling me aside, Munawar moans bitterly, that ungrateful swine never ceases to mock us. Yesterday my servants overheard him calling our trends passé. Look at you using a French term. Alright, so spending 35 gold to get a burgeoning fashion industry in our main capital, so that's 20% holding tax and 20% dev growth for 25 years. Wow. Oh man, I'm loath to go into debt again, or to go into further debt, but like, yeah, that's gonna pay for itself, guys. It'll more than pay for itself as time goes on. So, alright, well, it is what it is. We're gonna sit in debt for a little while. Okay, Boyish Charm. There we go. This is our first seduction event, I think. Or no, what is this? Try as I may, the affections of my wife Munawar still elude me, but I can feel I'm onto something great. With my tutelage over my ward Erdogan, I may be able to succeed in my courtship yet. Okay, so this is a little nudge, and perhaps Erdogan would sing of my virtues and prove that I have a way with children that any woman would find irresistible. So, if Erdogan speaks well of us, which... Why are we asking a 4-year-old here? Oh, this is our ward, the guy that we just got. Okay. Well, let's see what happens, I suppose. Oh, we were scorned. I send Erdogan over to the target of my affections, but with nothing but the best expectations in my mind. Before long, though, Munawar is glancing over at me and giggling profusely each time Erdogan opens his mouth. I can't hear much, but I do hear the words cold-hearted, Bampot, and Stinky being thrown around lots. Wow, we gain slander. So what does that do? This is an event I've never seen before. Base success chance minus 10%. Well, we have a very high likelihood of success there. And it looks like a bunch of our courtiers have just gained a diplomatic courtier as a trait. So that has to do with our court type there. Okay, so we need a tax collector here. All right, let's put Busir in charge, I guess. Oh, he was already in there. Sorry about that, Busir. Let me put him back into that same spot and put somebody else in here. Pashang, get in there, my friend. Lines about legacy. The latest work of my vassal Mukhtar has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with memory and what we leave behind, and Mukhtar has publicly dedicated it to me. Ah, so this is the first time we've seen someone actually write a poet to us. That Amira Amiran of Orq, what man does not hope to rest when tired, in glorious memory with hearts desired, and when their final hour nears, hope shall they their name brings cheers. Excuse me. So far, I've kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz has grown too dramatic to ignore for much longer. And I could say this is truly heartfelt, and it seems like it. It seems like it, yeah. Alright, so we were grateful for the poem, and got a little extra piety there. Alright, let's go ahead and give out the territories that are making us go above our domain limit there. And I suppose, yeah, we'll give away this one here. Can't give it to our tax collector. Let's give it to one of our knights, Merzad. There we go. And then Jarmok. Let's give that to somebody else. Someone who's deserving and has served us well. Could give it to our son, but he's only 10, so I'm not going to do that there. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we just give it to a random noble Persian there. This person here, Gulshan, we'll see how long she lasts in that role. Apparently she's a physician. That's cool. What was her learning trait? Oh, I thought it said like 27 or 37. No, not quite that high. Okay, so now we're back underneath our holding limit, and the peasant rabble has disbanded. Cool. What is this? I have arrived in Rai to pay homage to you, glorious Amira Amiran, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Sure, we'll bring him in. He's taken a Nia. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Vali Afshar, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Grand Emirate. At last, I bid the Valia rise, confirming my satisfaction, and Afshar's rights to the lands he rules in my stead. So we gain some renown, some prestige, and a little bit of court grandeur there. Every little bit helps, guys. And look at our income now, 11.3. That's honestly pretty good. All right, so we have a liberty faction here, unfortunately. They want a lower crown authority. We're not going to do that. Okay, a moment alone. I think we've seen this before. No one would ever find it strange that I sit with my wife beside the fireplace until late in the evening, yet there is a tension in the air. I want nothing more than to pull her close and tear the clothes from her body, but if she knew that, she would be horrified. Or... So, let's see. A hand on her hand would say it all, so that's a more casual gesture. We are alone, and I will not deny myself her lips. So, this is, I think, the more appropriate choice considering our lustful trait there. Let's see how this works out. Munawar returns my kiss, and for a few heart-pounding moments, all is right with the world. It cannot last, of course, as we hastily break off before we are seen by a passing servant. When we leave to go our separate ways, she gazes at me. I did not fully understand until now, husband. There we go. So, if nothing else, it improved her opinion of us there. But yeah, let's continue passing time. One of our prisoners died. Let's take a look at our prisoners, actually. Looks like we could potentially recruit this dude. Let's demand his conversion, recruit him, and get the weak hook. Could also employ him as my executioner. We would have to give up the hook there to make that happen. He's already disfigured, so he's like already wearing a mask. But also, I don't want to pay for another job there. So we'll just grab the hook there. This guy here, he would make a pretty decent fighter. So we'll get him instated there. And then Kegobod, well, he's just going to die, and so is Mersad. They're not really particularly great. So Mersad's been in prison for 16 years. Unfortunate. I suppose, should we move into the dungeon? He doesn't have any family to anger, so goodbye. Same thing with Kegobod. Move to dungeon. And if we, let's just, we don't really have a reason to torture them. So we'll just do that. Cool. Nothing else to do there. We need to station a men-at-arms regiment. Oh, look at that. We now have another thing of IR. Excellent. And we can get another men-at-arms regiment. So finally, because we're a king, I think we can now... Yeah, we can build up more of a military and a larger one. Finally. God, it feels like it's taken forever. So maybe, guys, maybe we won't participate in this crusade. It launches in 36 days. We unfortunately don't have the money to do so. We need to focus on internal affairs for the time being. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright. Oh, let's bring the speed up here. And this event just fired again. Well, if it worked once, let's see if it works again. And it did. Cool. So it just boosts our opinion a little bit more. Okay. Small but meaningful. Not every gift has to be a grand statement of wealth. Smaller things can make a far greater impression as long as they are chosen well. I wonder what Munawar would appreciate. Take a sip of my coffee. A silver locket, always close to her heart. She is greedy. A stuffed fox, a flower display, or perhaps not. Well, I just think about the fact that we're in debt, so perhaps not. We're already very likely to succeed, and I forgot about this scheme. Let's go ahead and launch it. And I suppose we got to do it again. Okay. That was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Ah, the Day of Truth. Survey completed. It is done, my lord, states my steward Kurush as he bows in front of me. Several months ago you commissioned a survey of all your lands. It is now completed, and details on ownership and land values are all collected in this book. As long as this description is faithful to reality, your taxation will be more efficient throughout your realm. So, we've gained that additional tax contribution that brought it up by another entire 1 gold per month, which is pretty fantastic. Okay. So, I suppose we just got to try this again. It looks like people are starting to come around to us. We're losing that short reign penalty, and I guess cultural acceptance is a factor as well. But yeah, look at that. We're making that much more money. So really, we just need to kind of spend some time waiting and allowing this to build up over time. So we have another intrigue perk. And we could continue going down this branch, but honestly, I already have the schemer trait. I suppose I could get the dark insights. Yeah, because there's really not a whole lot that's useful in the seducer trait. Even if, like, character-wise, that would make more sense. So instead, let's do this. I'm going to get dark insights, and I think we change our focus to something else. And I think, stewardship. Stewardship would not be bad. I think this actually makes more sense. Can we... We cannot change our focus just yet. Okay, I guess we have to wait a little bit until that's possible. It has come to my attention, my lord, that you might be in need of someone of my talents. My new acquaintance, Naweed, approaches me, smiling. If my services could be of use, please do not hesitate to request them. He's a righteous zealot, so he wouldn't act against us here. He's deceitful, zealous, and just. Okay. I might have some use for him. Let's see what happens. Apparently he got a lot fancier as soon as he joined our court. Alrighty. But, here we are. We are... Sting of rejection. Wow, that failed again? Huh. She really doesn't seem to like us all that much, but alright, whatever. I suppose it's not always going to work out. Okay. So bring the speed up there. And house unity changed. So Naweed challenged Shapur to a game of chess. So what is our house unity now? Don't tell me it went down. Oh, okay, so it's still harmonious, but it is going down here. So I could say encourage the house to improve the economy. Rulers would... Yeah, everyone gets stewardship. Let's do that. And I can educate youths in mosques. So, what is this? All young men living in your capital will have a chance of increasing their learning skill and gaining novice physician experience for the next 20 years. Currently, 2 young men in your capital would benefit from this decision. Sure, why not? Let's do that. See what happens with that. My last chance. Saruka has decided that his time in Rai has come to an end. The servants have packed his chest and he has said his farewells. With Saruka goes his claim on the Valaya of Dihistan, which is where? Up here? Okay, it's not even connected to our territory. If I want to press it and make him my vassal, this is my last chance to make him stay. Yeah, goodbye. Alright, Kegobad has died, and we lost one of our scheme people. It's annoying, but let's get somebody else in there. Someone who's actually going to do us. Hey, look at that, no weed. There it is. He loves us, and he wants to help us out. Okay, cool. Arabic secrets. As part of my ongoing plan to murder Yahya, some of my minions regularly intercept his letters. Due to my expert comprehension of Arabic, I could personally read them rather than relying on secondhand translations, though it is sure to take time away from some of my other duties. So I could say I would translate the Arabic myself, and that would increase our base success chance. I think we need to do that, actually. There we go. So up to 76% just kind of gets us closer there. And let's try it. Yes, he is dead. Fantastic. So, yep, he hated us, but now is no longer relevant. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Then there we go, guys. We're making 13.7 gold a month. We have yet another holding limit. So if we gain anything else there, we'll be able to make use of that. Cool. Alright, so things are looking better for us, guys. It was a little dicey for a while. Rumors about Layla. Those foul rumors about your sister, my sister, Layla. That's weird. I traced them to the source. The letters prove that Naweed has been... Oh, whoa, 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 what? Drag her name through... Dude, I just fucking hired you. And you're doing this? I'm not going to offer him coin. Let me see. Spread even darker rumors about Layla. So... it's guaranteed to succeed there. Let's gain some intrigue experience. I'm gonna beat him up. Yeah, we're gonna. Well, no, we'd have to pay for that. All right. I suppose we're just going to. I'm gonna make our daughter or our half sister sound scary. Whatever. It is what it is, guys. He doesn't particularly care about the feelings of others, so that's not. It's in line with our character, if in that sort of respect. And we've gained ill. Yikes. Thankfully, we're feeling fine, so we're doing okay. Alright, so do no more than what is necessary. We'll be okay. A little brighter? Yeah, so we gained reduced disease symptoms for a year. And our son and heir has come of age. Wow, he actually gained Midas touched for his education trait. Although, apparently he got stressed out at some point and lost a little bit of that as he became a comfort eater. Alright, it is what it is, guys. But yeah, there we go. So he's not particularly talented, but he does have the level 4 stewardship education there. Otherwise, he's not all that great as far as his other stats go. So, let's see here. These guys are rather weak, and I think I want to take this coastal territory here. That would be probably a rather protracted war, but he is defending against this guy here. So he's defending against the Tulunids in Egypt, as well as, what is this? He's attacking someone over here in Oman. Okay. So they're rather distracted. I think we can kind of swoop in there and go for it, especially if we called in our allies. It just kind of make things faster. But like I said, I just want to focus on money for the time being. So maybe once we build up a bit of a war chest, we'll do that. And our heir is unmarried. So let's see. Could we get a decent alliance? If we went with alliance power, what is this? We already have the Seljuks. Who is this? That's a newborn, so I'm not a fan of that. But this guy has 2,400 troops. Where is he? He's up here. Okay. Oh, so look at that. The Seljuks are, in fact, increasing their territory here. So maybe we do need to actually step in and do something about that. That is part of the Khorasan territory there. And they're currently under attack by these guys. Okay. So maybe... do we go after him? Could go for that. As Duchy of Azerbaijan. So there's that as an option. Plenty of things we could do, guys. I'm hoping that this territory just kind of breaks free from itself, or from the Arabian Empire, but I'm not sure how likely that actually is. Okay, so not a whole lot we can do. What is this? My cousin is demanding that. Absolutely not. I'm not giving up the Travels of Faraz al-Orq. That's silly. Extremely silly, in fact. So, ooh, man. Yeah, that crusade has been launched, and unfortunately, the Muslims are severely outnumbered, almost 4-1. Yeah, so that's not going to go well for them. What are they going for here? The Kingdom of Andalusia. So that's going to be this chunk of land here. So we'll see how that actually plays out. But yeah, there's not a whole lot I'll actually be able to do to help there. Okay, so let's just continue to let time pass. I think I'll go ahead and wait until we have 200 gold sitting in our stuff. And looks like another one of our knights became an aspiring blade master. So our guys are just getting better and better. That's right, I forgot to station these dudes here. So let's put them here in our capital and do it that way. We also need to raise up our men-at-arms and get them stronger. Our overworked tax collector. The hour's late, I can see a flicker of light, yada yada yada. Yes, so we've seen this. Could say, why don't you take a break? And yeah, let's just improve our personal physician's opinion. In fact, I'm going to sway him, because I should get him liking us. Why doesn't he? That's the cultural acceptance. Oh, because he's a Khazar. I guess that makes sense. He's mildly terrified of us, and yeah, we're a murderer. He apparently doesn't like us because we're a Haji. Oh no, because we haven't gone on our Hajj. That's right. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. Okay. Well, so I'll just wait until we get up to 200 gold there. Like I said, our taxes are going up, and our son has gained the novice physician trait at only the age of 12. That's actually fantastic. And Hormat is plotting against me. Throw her in jail. So she's our vassal. Let's go ahead and get some money out of her. Just do that, and that will bring us up to what I wanted to do. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get this war started. Let's just do something. And this may or may not be the last thing we do in today's episode, guys. Just kind of depends on how it goes. Actually, I'm going to move. Well, no, I want to be a little bit further away. Let's instead move the rally point here, just in case they try to attack us while we're raising up our guys. Not that I expect them to do that, but you never know. Anything is possible. Okay, there we go. I'm going to stop it there just so we continue to make money. So, there we go. We only need the 2,400 because it is pretty much a foregone conclusion. All right, here we go. Go, go, go. Fly, fly, my pretties. He's going to want to go after the river crossing there. But yeah, so he's just going to sit on his territory. Lots of people are losing wars. The Seljuks are getting stronger. I think we might need to go after this guy soon. Sooner than later, I think. That is part of our core territory, and I do not want him to take it. Right now, it looks like we're doing pretty well. Our borders are where they should be as far as that's concerned. So let's start a murder plot against this. and we're going to focus on our success. I don't care how long it takes. I want to do this right. Let's go for acceptance, because I'm just sick and tired of scrolling through all the people that are not interested. There we go, 95%, and let's get our daughter in there. She's going to help us out. Nobody else wants to join, but we already have 77% secrecy, so I'm good. I'm good there. Alright, back to the battle here at hand. Let's bring the speed up, because there's really nothing going on here. And we inherited some territory from the guy who probably just died. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Good, good, good. Okay. So, we keep going then. And we are no longer sick. Cool. How much longer? 3 months. And we got another perk. It looks like we can switch our focus now. Okay. So, we do not lose clergy or piety opinion, or clergy opinion or piety from torturing people. So that's going to be it. And let's go ahead and now switch over to stewardship as our primary focus. I need to stop. Compliments. Unshakable faith in the law. Why not? And apparently, this court now speaks Persian, or Iranian, as their primary language. That's cool. But yeah, I think we need to go for the stewardship focus here. And that brings it up to 15. And let's start getting these perks here, because there's some really, really powerful stuff. And the first one I'm going to get is Golden Obligations here. That is one of the most powerful perks, like bar none. Let's go ahead and do this so we don't go across the river. And hopefully they don't run away. Doesn't seem like they will. Nope, they are. Will we catch them? I think we will. There it is. Fantastic. That's a stack wipe, and the war is over. We did actually capture him. So let's actually... Wait, let me see the war score there. Yeah, so we are guaranteed to win regardless. Let's take this guy's money from him, shall we? Just make a little bit of extra. Whoa, 453 gold! Where the hell did that come from? I mean, I'll take it, but goodness. All right, let's just stick to diplomatic stuff. It doesn't really matter there. I don't care. Okay, need to wait for that to be resolved. There we go. He's left prison and enforce our demands. Excellent, guys. So I suppose we have time for one more, right? Ooh, look at that. We now have 10 things in our domain. Just great, great stuff. And who got a kill? Mukhtar. Excellent. How many kills do you have at this point? Looks like he's got 3. Fantastic. Good for him. And now, this guy, Shahryar, is trying to prevent his murder from happening. I don't think it's going to be all that successful there. So, we'll keep that going. It's going to take some time. Yeah, no one else is willing to join. Okay. Excellent. How is Basir's sway? Yeah, we'll keep swaying him. And yeah, I think we do in fact go ahead and go after this one guy. It's another 293 prestige, and he's got an ally, but it's not... He is irrelevant, all things considered. So, let's go ahead and do this, and then this will be the last thing we do today, guys. We're just continuing to expand. Alright. Scheme has been exposed. Ah, that's fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Alright, so he's extremely weak compared to us. This is going to take no time at all. And Tifit is plotting against us, that obnoxious fiend. She lost some legitimacy. That's good for me, I suppose. And we have a new dynasty legacy. Excellent. So, let's see. What should we do? You know what? I think it's... Let's go ahead and get the mostly fair thing here, just because it decreases the cost of hunts and feasts. And I want to start doing quite a bit of those. So let's do that. I'm going to metagame there just a little bit. I hope that that's okay. Decision available. Promote scriptures. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Alright. Keep going. What is this? Ah, excellent. So, Zernishan here is going to show us fealty, and she's actually going to pay us some money. And we gain an additional renown, so that makes up for some of what we just lost. Fantastic. I love to see it. And so our caravan master was caught and exposed as part of the plot. So we need to get somebody else in his place. Yeah, Khalid. So it's back up to 95%. It's fine. So that's our first breach there, but it is what it is, guys. All right. Oh, and there's an antelope. Okay, fantastic. So let's see. That is where? Over here. Could do a hunt over there. Maybe. I might do that. We'll see. Alright. And yet again, the war is over. We made some additional gold, and there it is. Disband all our troops. Look at our income, guys. Someone's blackmailing us. Jalil's real killer. Master Levon. So this is some random adventure character. Yeah, I'm not going to accept the blackmail here. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. We are already a known murderer. It literally has zero effect on us, guys. Okay, cool. And there we go. That, I think, is going to be the end of our episode, guys. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you take a look here, we have expanded our territory quite a lot since we started. We are now of a kingdom title, kingdom tier, and things are looking really, really good for us. We've got a lot of money. We're making a lot per month, and so at this point, guys, we're looking like we're in a really good position overall. So next time, just to give you a preview, I'm gonna... Oh, what the heck? We got another thing of IR? Excellent. All right. So we'll see. Maybe we're just a heavy infantry-focused guy. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm gonna focus on getting our military stronger as much as possible, and then we'll take a look at doing some activities. All right. If you guys enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, whether positive or constructive, and perhaps a subscription if you haven't clicked that button yet. It really helps grow the channel and expand the Orc Horde to all corners of YouTube, and perhaps Twitch if I decide to start streaming in the future. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.